what, I want to go back to my country. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'll be telling you guys five things you should know before you think of relocating, before you think of leaving Nigeria to any country at all. But I will be laying more emphasis on Egypt because it is where I stay. Yeah, these are things that virtually everybody that left Nigeria, went through, or have gone through, or will go through, or might go through. These are things that I went through on getting here, and I feel like it's better I share to help people prepare for the movement, for the relocation, mentally, financially, physically, for this big move. And lest I forget, thank you so much on the love of my previous post. Thank you for the comments. You trust I always reply your comments. Thank you for loving it. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Welcome to my new subscribers as well. Thank you for being on my channel. First thing first, number one is please do your research. Don't just apply for visa and then book your flight and leave. Please don't. Do your research. Do your proper research, because most of the time the excitement to want to leave, they just make us not check or read up or study things properly before we leave. So I would advise, like I am pleading, please do your research properly before you leave. Don't just pack your bags. Do your research about the culture, the way of life, the lifestyle in the country you're going to. The second thing on my list is money, finances. Save enough money before you leave. Have enough money at hand before you leave, because you're going to a new country. You're going to get accommodation, and before accommodation you will stay in maybe Airbnb, hotel or something before you get your accommodation. So in that case, you need enough money. You're not about to get through to a country and be stranded. You're not about to get there and start begging for money, because they won't even give you, especially if you don't speak their language. They won't give you. Do you understand? So please save enough money before you leave. The third thing on my list, learn the language of the country you're going to. I am not telling you to learn how to speak like that, but please, something as small as good morning could save you a lot of stress. Something as small as hello, thank you, could save you a lot of stress. So check the country you're moving to. Check the language they speak. If it is not English, like if it is not dominated, like if you don't speak more of English in that country, please and please and please, there are some websites on Google that would help you learn the language. Please, you're not about to come to a country like Egypt, where I stay, and not be able to say good morning. I tell you, in Egypt, even when you're watching television, they subtitle in Arabic.
I can only assume it was probably other guests with mud masks on. Mud masks?
It shock you? It shock you? Don't let it shock you. That is what I'm telling you about Egypt. Yeah. So and I'm sure there are some countries that does something like that. I'm sure it's not only Egypt. Yeah. Even when you're watching your YouTube, the adverts come up in Arabic. Like, they don't even care if you understand or not. They'll show you the advert like that. After 5 seconds or so, you skip. If you want to skip. Do you understand? So you cannot even say you will not learn Arabic. You cannot say if you leave here, you not learn. Even if it's as small as shukran. Shukran is thank you, by the way. you know, you would learn because you have to live, you meet people, you communicate with drivers. If you call pizza, they will speak Arabic to you. Call Papa John's, they will speak Arabic to you. And you don't want to be in the dark, you don't want to live like, you know, live like a stranger where you are actually living. Do you understand? So I would advise, before you come, Google. There are some websites that I'll pull up here, you know, that would help you to learn Arabic and any language of any country you're going to. Another point I would like to talk about is be emotionally ready. I repeat, be emotionally ready for the depression and mixed feelings stage, because you know what, it's going to come. You cannot escape it. So I'll advise, before you leave Nigeria, before you pack your bag, before you travel, please and please spend quality time with your loved ones. Spend quality times with those that matters to you. Spend quality time with your friends, because you know what, you're coming to a new country where you don't have friends, where you don't have, especially if you're going to a country where you don't have family members, you're just going there, like just going there on your own to start your life. My dear, you will be depressed, you will cry. I went through that phase, despite the fact that I had, you know, family dinner with my family. They were all around me before I traveled. But you know what, when I got here, I still passed through that phase. All I had was the videos from the dinner, the videos, the pictures. I'm like, oh, laugh. But then I still cried. I still had that my crying face. So I would advise you guys, before you move, please and please spend that time. That time is needed. It's not like that time will, you know, not that time will not allow you get depressed. You will. That one is confirmed. That one is sure. That one is a sure banker. You will go through that phase. You will be sad. You will cry. You want to go back home, because at a point I was almost saying, you know what, I want to go back to my country, because and it's not even like I see my friends every day in Nigeria, but the fact that I could just take a bike, so, you know, I could just take a bike and I'll see my friend, that part was not there anymore. So I would advise, before you go, please and please spend quality time with your friends. Enjoy that moment. Don't be in a rush. Spend time, please. Another point I would like to talk about is balancing currency. As you are packing your bag to leave, have it at the back of your mind that I am going to spend money. Do you understand? Have it at the back of your mind that I am going to spend times 2, because in that case, you will not start saying, in naira, because I was that way. Like, I was feeling like everything was expensive just because I convert to naira. And in Egypt, we spend Egyptian pound. This is it. This is 200 EGP. Can you guys see? This is 200 EGP. This 200 EGP is, I think, about 5,000 plus in naira. And now let's say I want to buy a shoe that is like 1,000 EGP. 1,000 EGP, that's like how much in naira? That's over 25k for one pair of shoe. And then the mentality of in naira we set in. It's not going to make me buy this thing. So I would advise, because when I came, I won't lie to you guys, I won't lie, I went through that phase. I was at a phase where I feel like everything is expensive. It got to a point, I'm like, I don't want to buy, because I feel like it's expensive. It's on the ice, just because I have that mentality of converting to naira, which affected me for the first 2-3 months here, because I think everything is expensive. So before you leave, know in your heart of hearts, know in your mind that, okay, babes, guy, I am going to spend money. Do you understand? Moving to a new place has to do with your mentality at times, because you have to be mentally ready for almost everything, for almost every different thing you're going to, you know, go through. Do you understand? So get ready for that part. It's gonna come, I bet. You can't escape it. I have to put this out there quickly. People struggle in the abroad. Being abroad does not mean the person have blown. Being abroad doesn't mean everything is rosy. You might find this, you might find relocation easy because you're financially buoyant, but I tell you, it is not everybody that is like that. It's not everyone that is as buoyant as you are. And I hope this video of mine, was helpful to you as per deciding and knowing what to do before you leave the country. And I bet you the moment you know your way around, you settle, everything becomes easy. Just like me now, it's easy for me to do things because I know my way around now. I've got a couple of friends that I could just call, okay, let's meet up and grab a drink or something. I'm no longer in that boredom, in that bored, depressed phase or sad phase that I was before. So I tell you, as you move, as you get there, it gets better. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you for always being on my channel. I really appreciate you guys. See you next time.